Good evening, Stingray families. This is Mrs. Eberst with a happy welcome back to school. It's the 2020-21 school year, and tonight is curriculum night. We are so thankful that you're here with us tonight to enjoy your teacher's presentation about grade level expectation, classroom expectations, and the curriculum that will be followed this school year. Parents, being part of your child's education is so important. So thank you for being here tonight, and thank you for supporting Port Salerno Elementary School. What's new at PSE? Well, there's two options for children to learn this year: remote learning and in-person learning. If your child is a remote learner, they are learning from home with a district device or their own personal device. This means they log in at 7:35 and follow the schedule till 2:15 with your child's classroom. If they're an in-person learning, they report to school each day at 7:35 a.m. and learn throughout the day until 2:15 when they are dismissed. Children that are in person will wear masks daily. There are opportunities throughout the day, like breakfast and lunch, where they can take their mask off, and other times when social distancing can occur. All other times, students will wear their mask. We also have a daily symptom protocol that we ask parents to follow as a checklist each day before they send their child to school. If your child has any of these symptoms, we want the children to stay home. If they have a fever, an uncontrolled cough that maybe is causing difficulty with breathing, diarrhea, vomiting, or abdominal pain, a headache, or sore throat, please stay home. We want to keep our school community safe. These symptoms are related to COVID-19. It is better to keep your child home until they are symptom-free and come back to school when they are healthy. What has not changed is our daily schedule. Students can start arriving at 7:05 a.m. and between 7:05 and 7:30, they can get no-cost breakfast. All children, both remote and in person, will start school at 7:35 a.m. and will be marked tardy if they are not reporting at 7:35 a.m. Our dismissal will remain the same at 2:15 p.m., and we will dismiss at early release days at 11:50 a.m. Our first early release day is next week. How can you help? Well, make sure your child is arriving to school on time, both remote and in person. Conference with your child and ask questions about what they're learning. Come into school when we have Zoom opportunities. At this time, the building is closed for visitors, but there will be opportunities for you to Zoom or call in if you have any questions or concerns. Also, have conversations with your child in any language, both Spanish and English, about what they are doing, what are they learning, how are they doing, and what do they need from you as the parent. Please join our parent-teacher organization, our PTO. Be part of what is the magic that's happening as we support our teachers and our students. Also, our SAC, our School Advisory Council, is a wonderful way for you to be engaged in the school and education. We're a Title I school. What does that mean? We receive a federal grant that provides extra funds to our school based on our social economic status. The goal of Title I is to provide high-quality education for every child. This funding supplements our district funds that we receive, and a portion of that goes to you, the parents, as part of our family involvement plan. What is the parent role in this? Well, we want to work with you as a team. We want to work with you and our teachers for your child's success. We want you to become involved in your child's education because that will ultimately affect the success of your child. Be part of SAC. Be part of PTO. We meet monthly. Join now so that you can be part of the future for our school and, like I said, your child's education. Volunteer and attend when you can any parent evenings, workshops, or conferences. Monitor homework and make sure homework's being done before TV, and ask questions when you have concerns. The school's role is that we will put together a parent involvement plan that includes a compact with your input. We were lucky to have input our last SAC meeting in May from parents about our compact we put together this year. Offer workshops and trainings for parents. They may be in Zoom this year, but we will have opportunities for you to become involved in school. We'll provide materials to help parents work with their child. We have an amazing parent resource center. It's open by appointment only now, but it's still there as a wonderful resource to our parents. Ask your teacher for more information about the Parent Resource Center. Also, we're going to commit to conducting parent-teacher conferences and opportunities for you to come into school, either Zoom or phone call, for input, feedback, or concerns. Our compact is a school parent compact that's written by parents and the school personnel. Like I said, we developed this at our last SAC meeting. The compact sets out the responsibilities of all stakeholders, both parents, school, student, and staff, all committed to increase student achievement. We review this compact yearly and will make updates at our end of the year SAC meeting. You have the right to know certain things, some very important things. You have the right to receive timely information about certifications and qualifications of our teachers on campus. You have the right to know when your child has a teacher that is not highly qualified. You also have the right to know of the level of achievement of your child on all of our state required assessments. All of this information will be sent in the language preferred for your family, whether it be Spanish or English. Here's some food for thought, parents. According to research, the most accurate predictor of student success is not income and it's not educational status, but it's the extent that the family is able to create a home environment that encourages learning, communicates high expectation, and when you are involved in your child's life. That is the biggest, strongest indicator of a student's success. So we're so happy that you're here tonight, parents. Your work with your child will make a difference. Your work with your child's teacher will make a difference. And together, we will all make a difference for your child.
Hey, Stingray families. This is Mr. Schaefer with some important student services updates. You may have heard your child talking about swim tickets. We use at Port Salerno what we call positive behavior interventions and supports, or what we like to call as PBIS. This is a multi-tiered approach to social, emotional, and behavior supports for our students. The whole purpose of PBIS is to improve our effectiveness, efficiency, and equity in our school with students' behaviors. We work in collaboration with the University of South Florida. Last year, I'm proud to say our school moved from being a silver model school to a gold model school for the 2019-2020 school year. This award lags a year behind and is based off our student referral data, as well as the behavior interventions we put in place to help our students be successful. You might often hear your students talk about swim tickets. At Port Salerno, we use SWIM as an acronym to help our students understand our behavior expectations. Students at Port Salerno are trustworthy, we are kind, I will be aware, and we are motivated to do our best. We use these expectations to guide our rules and expectations for our students. This aims to build effective environments in which positive behavior is more effective for the students than the negative, undesirable behaviors. It's a collaborative team approach using assessments and data to help determine effective interventions for our students, and it emphasizes the use of using preventative interventions and teaching positive expectations and reinforcing those rather than using negative behaviors and consequences. This looks a little different than traditional discipline. Traditional discipline, when a student exhibits an undesired behavior, we use some sort of punishment or consequence as a negative approach to that behavior. We don't ever address it until we already have a problem that happens, and then we might teach a replacement behavior, but typically we just remove the students with frequent problems, either an out-of-school suspension or to a timeout classroom. With PBIS, or positive behavior interventions and supports, we try to be proactive before we have an undesirable behavior occur. We reduce these by teaching the students appropriate skills, rewarding the students when they have appropriate behaviors and are meeting our expectations, and then work as a team to systemically use data to help identify areas of concerns and weakness in our program to always try to make it better. With PBIS at the school, we should see a decrease in disruptions. We should see an increase in our instructional time and student engagement. And we should see an increase in our students' social emotional behaviors and academic outcomes. As you can see from this image, it really is a team approach that uses the classroom teacher, school administrators, coaches, school district leadership team members, as well as family members to make sure we have effective systems, practices, and data to make the best decisions and interventions for our students to be successful. In some cases, when we do have students that are unsuccessful with our PBIS program, we do have to sometimes issue consequences. If a student violates one of our student code of conduct behaviors, we do follow the Martin County School District Board Approved Student Code of Conduct, which is available on our website as well as the school district website. This gives us a menu of consequences to use for student-based behaviors when a behavior is exhibited. This applies to our students who are in school learning as well as our remote learners who are at home on Zoom in the classroom. Most of our student conduct issues in campus revolve around students having unsafe acts or just being non-compliant. Like I said, our PBIS team is constantly meeting, working to try to problem solve around these two behaviors to see what interventions we can put in place campus-wide to help our students be successful. Parents, I need your help with student attendance. This is a parent responsibility. Strong relationships between attendance and academic performance have been proven in numerous research studies. And as parents, we need to take an active role in our students and their schooling to ensure that they are in school every day to help them be successful. Every year when I meet with the students at the beginning of the year, I ask them to do two things every day. I need them to show up and I need them to try. If they come in that attitude and do those two things, our teachers and our staff can help them be successful. Parents, if you know your student is going to be out, please contact us to let us know. Our absences are classified as either excused or unexcused. Excused absences are either sick or doctor's appointments, a family emergency, court, approved school functions that have previous principal approval, and religious holidays. Please write a note and send it in with your teacher when they return to campus with the days that they were absent as well as the reasoning so that we can update our student information system focus to reflect their absences as either excused or unexcused. Any student who has missed more than 15 days is considered truant by the state of Florida, and we are working with our families to ensure we get our students here. We always try to work with a team that makes sure that you guys are supported in what you need to make sure your students are here every day. And this applies to our remote learners too. They need to be attending through Zoom and Google Classroom every day. Zoom norms, talking about our remote learners. Some expectations we expect of our students with Zoom. Cameras should be on. Student microphones should be off unless they're speaking or asking questions. There's a lot of background noise that occurs in our classroom if students at home, remote learning, have their microphones on. We ask that they keep it muted unless they are speaking or turning it on to ask the teacher a question to get their attention. Parents, we also need your help to make sure you're not disrupting teachers during instruction. Our teachers work really hard to make sure they have engaging lessons and are supporting our students. And anytime a parent or someone chimes in to ask a question, it disrupts that whole process. If you have questions or concerns, please feel free to email our teachers or give them a call at the school, and we can work out a time to set up a meeting. Students need to be working in a distraction-free workspace. There should not be TVs or music or games going on in the background. Students shouldn't be sitting at their computer playing on their cell phones in front of them. Students should be in school in their Zoom sessions. Students should be focused on the Zoom meeting and their work. They should be actively participating in discussions and asking questions. And students need to attend all day. That means 7:35 to 2:15. And there are a few breaks built into the day for lunch and recess and different things like that where they should absolutely take a break and go somewhere else away from that computer for a bit. But we do ask that they are back at their computer on time. If students aren't in Zoom or participating for the entire day, teachers are tracking that, and that time can be cumulatively added up to cause absences for students, and we do not want that to occur. So please help us with this. Dress code. Students who are on campus and doing remote learning should be following student dress code. Students should have on a solid or striped collared polo style shirt. Students shouldn't have any logos on it besides the Port Salerno logo, and shirts should be tucked in. As for bottoms, students should have khaki, black, or navy blue pants, shorts, skirts, or capris. Shorts and skirts must be at least mid-thigh in length, and belts should be worn except for our kindergarten students. Blue jeans are not appropriate for our dress code at Port Salerno Elementary School. In addition to that dress code that we've had for years, we also this year require students to wear masks while they are on campus. All of our students and teachers are wearing masks in our classroom to help protect each other through the COVID-19 pandemic. And let me say that I am very proud of how well our students have done over the first few days of school, making sure that they have a mask every day, making sure they're wearing them appropriately over their mouths and nose, and making sure that they are just following social distancing guidelines while on campus. Parents and students, I'm really proud of the first few days we've had it during this school year. I know it doesn't look like a normal school year to us, but our teachers and staff and students have done a great job so far trying to make this a successful year for our students. If you have any questions about any of the stuff I reviewed today, please feel free to reach out to me by calling the school at 219-1610, extension 38249. Thanks and have a great evening.
We are so excited for you to be part of the, like I said, magic that's happening at Port Salerno Elementary School. We are the Stingrays. We are proud to be PSE, and we are so happy that you're part of our evening tonight. Remember, your child comes to school, they need to wear their mask. If they're a remote learner, they need to be committed to a full day of fun education. And tonight, enjoy your time with your classroom teacher. Ask questions if you have any. And please remember, stay safe, stay home if you have any symptoms, and make sure that your child is having the best year ever. Good night, Stingrays. I hope you have a great evening.